Hello y'all, welcome back to the channel. Here's your weekly update on how it's growing with this Aerogarden Bounty Basic. As you can see, there is quite a bit happening here. We have the purple basil, the lime basil, and let's see what we have. Thai basil, Genovese basil back here, and the Napoleano basil, which are all making appearances. Now I will say I checked down in this is the second Genovese basil and nothing seems to be happening. So that one might be a dud. And I'm wondering if the seed maybe fell out or whatever, because there's no signs of anything growing down in there when I looked again. And I even pulled it up and there were no roots or anything developing on the bottom. With the lemon basil, I did notice there were roots at the bottom and there is a little bit of green, like it's just folded up down at the bottom, so it hasn't gotten very tall, but it is something going on down in there. And it's a medium height. It's classified as a medium height plant. The globe basil, same thing. There is something down in there. There are some roots at the bottom, like if you lift the pot up. So it is some growth happening. It's also a medium size or height plant. And then with this one, the Marcial, there is something down in there. I didn't notice any roots when I pulled up the pod, but I do see like some growth down in the pod with some green growth. And now it could just be some of the other drawing a blank right now, the words I want to say for that, but the other things that grow down in there, it could just be that, but I don't know. I'm thinking that it looks more like it might be a leaf, so that's still a TBD, to be determined on what goes on with that one. But I think for right now I can go ahead and call this Genovese one over here a dead, because I see absolutely nothing of growth, and like I said, it could be maybe the seed or whatever fell out. But as we can see, the ones that are growing are doing great, and then the others just seem to be a little slower. I have had some items before that took a while to get going, and I would think, oh, this might just be a dud or whatever, and then they start growing. So it could just be the case with some of these where something happening, but it's just happening very slowly. So we'll see how it turns out. But for now, I'm excited for what is growing. We're 27 days in, and this is what we have. Honestly, some of these I could probably go ahead and, use like this. This is full size. Like, these leaves aren't going to get any bigger. So these I could actually start pruning and put some of that lime basil to use if I wanted to, or at least harvest it, maybe freeze it or whatever, store it. Same thing, this Thai basil is not far off from being at that point as well. You can tell by the size of the leaves they're getting there. So yeah, so it's coming along really well. And one thing that I've noticed about basil in general, and I've grown basil like in a regular pot, traditional way as well, it tends to grow very quickly, especially if you are pruning it regularly. As it gets ready, it will give you lots. It will produce a lot. So it is one herb that you can grow and get a lot from just one plant. So that's just something to think about if you're wondering, like, what's an herb that doesn't require a lot. Even growing it in a regular traditional pot does not require too much effort, and energy. So if you do want to grow like basil, just know you can get a lot if you prune it right and use it. You can get tons of basil. But even in the Aerogarden, from previous experience, I found that I get a lot to harvest in the Aerogarden setting as well. So this is my check-in for the Aerogarden, how it's growing. I am going to do a check-in on the balcony outside. It's just right now it's night, and every time I think about it, it's like late in the evening or almost dark. So that's why I haven't shown you guys the outdoor balcony, but there are still some things going on out there. So I'll give a update. I might even do one tomorrow morning, because it's Saturday night right now. I might even do one tomorrow morning and upload that separately. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.